Hello, Beez Bladers. Welcome back and welcome newcomers to the channel. I have two big budget blades to share with you guys and gals today, and we're going to get right in it. I hope you're having a fantastic day. And thank you to channel members, thank you subscribers, thank you patrons. You guys are all freaking amazing. We're going to check out the Ef972 and the Ef973, and we're not going to waste any time checking them out. This is going to be a quicker video because we're not doing a disassembly on these. We're going to do a first impressions, and I have the feeling that both are going to be very similar in size, but we're going to find out here in just a second. A lot of the knives that have been coming out lately, and I've been showing you, are like regular EDC size, but I know a lot of you are like, I like bigger knives, I like bigger blades, I like bigger handles. Well, you know what? We have two to check out today, and you ready? Pa-pow, there it is. Ooh, look at that. It has some micarta going on. Would you look at it? Just look at it. That's not too shabby. Not too shabby. And it has the shadow box look. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, we'll go all the way around and check it out. Very nice. Very, very nice. Nice looking pocket clip. Not too bad. The pocket clip is not reversible. There is a nice lanyard spot there. This is definitely a different look. Is that a ring? Yeah, a little pivot collar going on there. That's pretty cool. Not too bad. Kind of looks like a wheel rim. And I'll give you a little bit of texture vision. It does have a pretty good texture. It's not heavy duty. I said duty. Yeah, I know. I said it. I can't help it. I'm a child sometimes. I can't help it. You know what? This is some pretty neat looking micarta. Not too bad. I mean, as far as micarta goes, I would have to say it's a little on the smooth side, but it's not. You know, I do have some grippy grip going on. And do we have any, let's see, there's no jimping up here on the flipper tab, so I would rather have jimping. We do have cage ceramic ball bearings, and I don't know that they're ceramic. They're probably steel at this price point. Both of these knives are like 26, 27 bucks at the time of this video. You ready to see the blade? Pow, right in the kisser. Look at that. If you like a full-size blade, that is a full-size blade, baby. Oh, mama, look at that. Would you look at it? I'm going to have some fun with these knives. I'm telling you what, the nice thing about these budget blades is you can do whatever you want to them and you don't feel too guilty because of the price point. So let's check it out. Let's look at the blade up close and see what it looks like. So the finish doesn't look too bad. Pretty nice finish going on. There's your EF. And I already gave you a good look at the scales. There's your pivot, kind of like that blue accent. And then going down, what are these? These are T6s, I can tell by looking at them. And you do have a little bit of this extra, I'm not sure if I'm a fan of that or not. The jury's still out on that one. You have a big old spot. You know, you could actually put a lanyard on that too if you wanted to. And that's a nice looking pocket. Let me see what it feels like going in and out of the pocket. Not too bad. Yeah, the pocket clip works pretty good. Now, I did feel it a little bit. You can see there's not a lot of room in between there. So you have some screws sticking up and you're not inset. So you have a minimal amount of room when your pant pocket hits right here. It's like, and then it goes over. So that's something to take into consideration. On top of the fact, it is not reversible. Hey, taking a look at the other side of the blade, it doesn't have a bunch of billboarding. I really appreciate that. Only thing you have there is the D2. So the blade is pretty clean. I wish this was smaller and up here. And, okay, nice little swedge. And look at that. Oh, my goodness. That is a tip. That's a thick tip. That's what she said. That is, wow, mama, that comes out there. I do kind of like that. That's a neat feature. It's like a small flat just going through the middle and then like a giant swedge up here at the top. That's not too shabby. I like that. Let's guess the weight and then we'll get to all the fun stuff. You know what? She's pretty solid. I got to tell you, I'm going to go with 5 1/4. I'm going to go with 5.5. And it is 5.47. What can I tell you? Sometimes I'm on, sometimes I'm not. 5.47 ounces. I just got your measurements, and here you go. You can scroll, you can stop, you can pause, you can zoom in or zoom out or whatever you want to do. But there's your measurements, and you can see it is a big knife, 3.58. It has a 3.6-inch blade, D2 drop point, over 8.5 inches, and you know what it weighs. So let's check it out. Solid left to right. I have some blade play left and right. Up and down, it's solid. So I'm suspecting it's probably a little loose. Let me check that real quick. It does have a T8 in the pivot and T6 everywhere else. And is our pivot, oh yeah, the pivot was loose. So now Okay, now we're solid. So that was just a tightening issue. So are we centered? Yes, and man, that is a massive tip. What can I say? And our lockup we're right there in the middle. Let's say about 40 to 45% lockup. That's pretty good. Not too shabby. And let's see if she'll cut paper right out of the box. Ooh, not too bad. Yeah. It has a really nice, oh yeah, I'm liking it. Very nice and sharp. It was cutting that paper really nice and clean, so it has a good grind. Here's the QSP Penguin for width, and you can see it's definitely wide. It's a wide and thick boy. Now let's do some quick size comparison so you can get a good idea of the size of this knife. And here's the Kubi Elementum. Make sure we're focused, and the Spyderco Tenacious. So if you have a Tenacious, and this is a really good budget knife, if you want to get you a Spyderco, and these run around 50, this is what got me into modern knives. And here's a couple more. Here's the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. And how about the Civivi Conspirator? The Conspirator. Yeah, full size, baby. And then the CJRB Feldspar. This is the button lock Feldspar. And here's the K-Bar BK40. Ooh, yeah, talk about a work knife. Got some nice budget knives up here. I know a lot of you have the mix like me. You like the budget knives, and every once in a while you get a little nicer one, and then you get the budget ones. The budget ones are nice to collect. You don't have to worry about them. You can throw them in the back of the truck. Here's the Kaiser XENIA. This is the only one I have longer than this one, I think, at the moment. And here is the Petrified Fish Beluga, the full-size Beluga. And I'll put one more up here, one of my favorites, the Kaiser Roach. And all of these knives, I will have links to all of them in the description. Like Kaiser, I have 10% off them. I have all kinds of discount codes and affiliate links and maintenance supplies and all that good stuff down in the description. KPL knife, Pivot Lube, 10% off, all that good stuff. So go check that out after the video. And let's check out the action and the ergos. If you like action and you like knife content, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, hit the all button right above it so you don't miss what's coming up on Beez Blades. I really appreciate everyone that hits the like and makes a comment. Even if you don't care about the knife in the video, tell me what you had for breakfast. All right, so let's see how the push button is. Pow, right in the kisser. So right off the bat, I noticed this the first time I use it, the pass-through is a little sharp. It's not sharp as in I'll cut you sharp. It's just not the pass-through that I prefer. You have to get your finger in there and really push. As you can see, I'm really having to get in it to win it if I'm wanting to undeploy it. All right, let's check out the light switch. Pow! Man, that is a nice big blade. Wow. And left-handed, how is it left-handed? It's comfortable left-handed. Ergos, my hand's 4 inches from here to here, 3.5 from here to here. From the bottom of my palm to the tip of my middle finger, it's 7.25. Let's see what she feels like. Pretty comfortable. Now I can feel this edge of the pocket clip right here, right there. I can feel that. I would call it a warm spot, definitely a warm spot. It has a nice thick handle, and so the one thing that this right here is getting me. So the pocket clip doesn't have a lot of clearance, and I'm definitely feeling the pocket clip on the back of my hand, but it does have a nice grip. You're going to be able to do utility cutting with this thing. This is a heavy duty blade. I mean, this is one you could do some hacking with. This, oh man, it is solid, very solid. This is a big boy knife without a doubt, or a big girl knife. And this is one you could throw in the tackle box, throw in the camping gear, throw in the back of the truck. The action's pretty good. It's not fall shut, but you give a little bit of gravity, it's shutting for you. So overall, my all in all on this one is it's a big knife. It's pretty comfortable. You can feel the pocket clip pretty well. There's not a lot of room in the pocket clip. And as far as the plunge grind is right there where you're going to sharpen it. So you're going to put a smile on it pretty quick as far as that goes. But for 26 bucks for a nice beater knife, I'd say it's not too bad. But there are a couple of those issues. And the pass-through, I don't like the pass-through a whole lot because it is a little sharp. I'd rather have some jimping right there or have it raised a little bit more, or a little bit more room in the scales. I do like the scales. I like that micarta. It's pretty nice. Not too shabby. All right, let's get to the next one. Here we go. Here's the Ef973, and I think one of the big differences with this one is it's going to have the black stonewash blade, and pow, there you go. Ooh, would you look at it? Would you just look at it? That's pretty cool. Not too shabby. It does look very similar to the other one. We'll put them up here next to each other, and That'll make it easy for you for size comparisons. And what do we have here? We have a deep carry pocket clip. It's just about, looks like the same pocket clip, the same amount of room you got going on there. And you do have a little bit of the shadow box going, but you don't really notice the shadow box because it is all, the liners are all stone washed. And it looks like, do we have any milling going on? There are some spots in the middle there you can't see that are milled out. Here's the top of the blade. Nice thick, nice thick. This is definitely a work knife. Both of these are going to be work knives, full size. What do you think? Not too shabby. I like the pivot. It has the same micarta, the dark green micarta, and both of these come in the brown, the black, or this dark green, kind of army green, OD green micarta. Let's see what the blade looks like. Pow, right in the kisser. Ooh, I like that blade shape. That is pretty cool. This side, yeah, that's pretty uniform, pretty uniformy, pretty even. Nice looking stone wash. Let me clean it off. There we go. And as far as your plunge grind, it comes right down to the sharpened edge, so you're going to get a smile right away when you sharpen it. Speaking of sharpening, let's see what she does with a piece of paper. Ooh, not too bad. I'm telling you what, both of these have a very, very nice grind on them right from the factory. I can always appreciate that. And, oh, this one drops shut. I'm already liking this one more, I just got to say. So here's your push button. Pow, right in the kisser. And yeah, look at here. Would you looky? Would you just looky? Looky, mommy. Pow, look at that. Oh yeah, this one is snappy. And I like the blade. It seems a little pointier. I'll show you the other one here in just a second. The pass-through on this one, much more comfortable in comparison. Yeah, I'm not having any problems. And let's see, our lockup is, I'd say about the same, about 45% if I had to give it a number. And the tip, nice strong tip, and it is centered, and it is solid up and down, left and right. There's nothing going on that. So that is very nice. Ooh, man, this has very good action. Very good action. Let's see, where the detent. The detent's pretty good. The detent's not too shabby. Let me check the detent on the other one. The detent on this one is not as strong. It's a little slower. This one, yeah, I'm liking this one. Whoo, mama. And to get to the break, to break the detent, it comes to about right there. And then once you're past it, it shuts. You already know the size of my hand. Let's check out look at this. You have handle for days. If you have an extra large hand, you are good to go. Now the pocket clip on this one's not getting me because it's past my hand. So the ergos are better on this one. Just comparing these two together. Oh yeah, it has a nice grip for the grammar police. You're going to be able to do push cuts, all of that good stuff. Look at that. What do you call that? Utility cuts. Utility cutting's going to be good. I like this blade shape. This one's got the smiles going a little bigger. And yeah, once you get past that, the detent's a little late. Not detent, but the detent hole. But man, it has really good action. Let's put them up here next to each other. This one's got to be longer. That's what she said. So here is the Ef973, and this is the Ef972. So it is definitely longer. The blade isn't as tall. This one is a little taller. The handle's a little bit shorter. This one, if I had to choose, I like this one myself just a little bit better, just because of all the things we mentioned. And real quick, let's see what it weighs. Now this one feels a little bit lighter, just a tad. I'm gonna go with maybe 5 1/4. Maybe 5.3-ish, and it is 5.395, so 5.4. I was a tad off, if you want to call that a tad. I just took the measurements. Here you go. This one is 9 inches, 9 inches of pure cutting power. But I wrote these down for you. That way, if you want to check them out, you can freeze the screen, do a little screen freeze. So there you go. Now, this one, definitely a little bit more. I'm liking it. I'm noticing the pocket clip on this one. So on this one, the pivot wasn't tight, and on this one, I believe the pocket clip needs tightened. So we need a little more tightening at the factory is what I'm guessing. But this one is definitely my favorite out of the two. I'm curious what you all think. You know, I like you guys and gals like the budget knives. You know, I mixed it up. Sometimes we have budget. Sometimes we get up there just a little bit. We all, a lot of you have the same tastes I do as far as, sometimes you want to buy a budget knife or that's what you have the money to get to add to your collection, to work in the yard, open bags of concrete, whatever you're doing. So I'm curious what you guys and gals think about these. Tell me. And if you don't have an opinion about them, just tell me what kind of Pop-Tarts you had this morning or what kind of coffee you had. I really appreciate the support. I'm always aiming. That was fun. I'm always aiming to bring you a good range, a good variety of knives to check out from different companies. These are off of Amazon, like I said, 26, 27 bucks. You never know when you're checking them out, and that's my job. That's what I like to do, is let you get a look at them through me. That way you can decide if you want to get one or not. So until I see you again, until I see you on the live streams, remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.